Hog is the perfect blend of barbecue. Every little bit of the animal can be consumed in a single, decadent, maybe even gluttonous bite. You got a little bit of everything, Ricky Parker liked to say, and Ricky gave the world his all by providing everything the pig had to offer. This is what made the offerings of Scott's Barbecue distinctive. This everything, the very wholeness of whole hog barbecue itself. His menu offered two sizes of wax paper wrap sandwiches, regular and jumbo, alongside barbecue sold by weight, priced at $7.50 per pound when I first visited, and stuffed into a paper tray decorated in red and white gingham. Ordinarily, the meat arrived cleaver chopped to a medium coarseness, but whether delivered by bun or tray, the barbecue could be ordered crudely hacked, finely minced, or pulled, straight no chaser, from the hog. Depending on one's tolerance for heat, the barbecue could be dressed with sweet, mild, medium, and hot homemade sauces, all made fresh by Ricky. Most locals ate their sandwiches topped and dripping with coleslaw, which came in two varieties: the standard mayonnaise-heavy version called white slaw, and a red variant made with ketchup and vinegar, of course. Sandwiches could be further tricked out with fat rings of raw Vidalia onion. Scott sold a few varieties of potato chips, some fried pies made from a house up the road, but there were no other sides except for baked beans, which were burdened in the best way possible with heapings of barbecued pork. Smoking whole hogs allowed Ricky to provide eaters with any edible portion of the pig. In addition to portion sizes and spice levels, customers, as if peering through the window of a butcher shop's display case, could select their individual cuts to get the taste and texture they wanted. At Scott's, one could eat a different barbecue sandwich every day of the week. The combinations, permutations were near limitless. For example, a customer could request the wetter, fleshier meat from the inside of the shoulder, or the crusty exterior bark charred by flame. One could go even deeper, literally into the very heart of the pig, to demand the meat from the undersides of the ribs, or the rib bones themselves, the jowly meat nearest the neck, or the delicate tenderloin. Cuts could be mixed and matched, a pulled part from this, a chopped bit of that, to imagine the perfect sandwich. And over a 10-minute stretch, perched at Scott's lunch counter one summer afternoon, I witnessed the full range of possible orders. Through that plexiglass window that separates the meager prep area from the dining room, customers shouted rapid-fire lists of ingredients and techniques, combinations that ranged from the mundane to the extraordinary, the unusually healthy to the distressingly heart-hazardous. A quarter pound of plain barbecue, please, one asked. Regular barbecue, white meat, extra chopped, no fat, said another. Jumbo, dark, pulled with a lot of fat on it, mayo slaw, extra hot, said a third. Occasionally, a customer would drop terms that reminded me of the so-called secret menu at In-N-Out Burger, a West Coast fast food chain where a rapid fan base fetishizes an in-the-know language of keywords and food hacks. At Scott's, these orders sounded foreign, like they could not possibly come from a pig. A medium Midland? Is that what I heard? Or even more bizarre, you got any catfish today? Midland is what most people commonly refer to as bacon down where Ricky lives, the fatty underside of the hog, which earned its vernacular nickname for its location at the animal's midsection. The catfish is a rare cut of swine, a 6x3 inch strap of meat embedded under the tenderloin with the shape and fleshy shade of a catfish fillet, and arguably the most tender part on the hog. A dozen times more succulent than the meat from those fishy mud dwellers for which it is named. But because a pig only yields 2 sandwiches or so worth of this cut, catfish, customers were known to leave Scott's empty-handed and hungry if they couldn't fulfill their fix. But there would always be another opportunity for a bite of catfish tomorrow, another shot at the big score, or the next day, maybe the day after that, or never, if you didn't arrive early enough, say well before the noontime lunch surge. Root hog or die, the adage goes. Fend for oneself, fight for sustenance and survival, or starve. There are only so many parts on a pig, only so much barbecue in a whole hog, root hog, or die.